Hey guys, Matt Wick with Chatlee Marine. Today we're going to take a look at one of our best-selling tillers, the 2026 Xpress Boats HD16DB. The all-new 2026 Xpress HD16D is a tough, versatile John boat that's ready to hunt, fish, or just explore the water with ease. If you're looking for a rugged, no-nonsense boat that can handle lakes, rivers, or shallow water, stay tuned. This boat might be for you. For anybody who's not familiar with Xpress Boats, they are built in Hot Springs, Arkansas. It's a family-owned business, started building boats back in 1966, so over 60 years in the aluminum boat building industry. The founder of Xpress understood that aluminum was lighter than steel, but stronger than fiberglass. It was impact and corrosion resistant, so it was a perfect material to build boats out of that would last a lifetime and be strong and versatile to use in saltwater or freshwater. And he used this information to start building boats, and we're proud to be selling these things 60 years later today. Before starting the walkthrough, let's talk about some of the specs. The boat has an overall length of 16 foot, has a bottom width of 51 inches, an overall beam of 78 inches, has 24-inch interior gunnels, has a transom height of 21 inches, weighs only 600 pounds, and is rated for 4-person or 1,065 pounds. It uses 100 gauge aluminum and has a max horsepower rating of 50 horsepower. Although Xpress boats are aggressively priced, they don't cut any corners when they're building their boats. Anything 16 foot and larger uses 100 gauge aluminum throughout the build, and they also use a unibody injected foam construction, which consists of an extruded 3/16 longitudinal rib design to increase durability, and then they come back and inject polyurethane foam in this to increase integrity, strength, buoyancy, and reduce noise. Take a look at the lower left corner to see a sample of this. This all aluminum boat has a much longer lifespan than aluminum boats with wooden or foam board decks, truly giving you a boat that will last a lifetime. All right, let's start with the exterior. This HD16D is 16 foot long, like we talked about. It's all welded, so you won't see any rivets in the boat. It's extremely durable. Rivets are a weak point, so with the all-welded construction, there are no weak points, just that solid construction that Xpress is known for. And the D in the HD16D stands for the duck boat style layout. So what that's going to mean is the boat is extremely wide, so you got plenty of room for your gear, decoys, people. It's stable, so when you get up and walk around, it's going to not rock and roll a whole lot. A lot of smaller boats, you can't hardly stand up on this one. You can get up and move around. Very, very stable. It's got a 51-inch bottom and versatile. I mean, this boat's at home, like I said, in the shallows, cruising down the waterway, duck hunting, lakes, rivers. Just a very versatile boat. And I also want to point out something else that I really like about the boat, and that is the all-welded centerline keel. You'll see starts right there behind the bow roller, and it runs the entire length of the boat. And that centerline keel is really going to protect this boat from bumps and bruises if you're fishing in some rocky water or in shallow areas, trees, brush, anything like that. It's really going to make this boat last a lifetime. And I also want to point out the paint finish while we're looking at the exterior. So if you take a look down the side, really cool paint finish. They also offer this in that Nat Geo, which is a unique finish. Costs a little bit more to get that paint finish, but this is the most popular version here. And the Extreme Coat is a proprietary non-skid. It's durable, it's all-weather resistant, virtually maintenance-free. It's stain resistant, looks great, and that is only found in the Xpress boats. Climbing in the boat, we'll start at the stern, and the very first thing you'll notice is you've got a very clean, open layout. So there's tons of room to move around, put your gear, decoys, or just set it up however you want. This back platform, there is a standard swivel fishing seat mount, and I like how it's that kind of K-style seating. Very comfortable for you to hold the tiller whether you're right or left-handed. And then just in front of the engine, we'll open this compartment up, and you can see storage there. So you've got easy access to the bilge, the live well pumps, access to the fuel tank, and plenty of room to put cranking batteries, trolling motor batteries, accessory batteries there. As far as controls go, this is a standard feature. This is what controls all the accessories and the lights on the boat. It is standard and waterproof. To turn it on, you just press the power button, everything lights up. If you want to turn on the nav lights, kind of cool, you press and hold that and you see your red and green turn on here, and also they're on the front of the boat. Number 1 here is going to be your bilge pump. Number 2 is your live well pump. And number 3 would be an accessory. And then of course, if you just want the anchor light, you can just turn on the anchor and that'll light that up as well. Moving forward, you can again see the huge open cockpit of the boat, but there is a storage box on the port side that's lockable. You can see the stainless steel latch there, and you can see the key locks. If you're going to run into a store, got rods in there, it'll protect the honest thieves at least. Wide open storage box. You'll see it's lipped, so it's going to keep everything in here dry, out of the weather. And I do like the fact that this is carpeted. So if you're going to put guns in there, stuff's not going to be sliding around, tearing things up. It's also plenty long. I don't know if my camera will pan back there, but easily could put a 7.5 foot, 8 foot rod in there, no problem. So great storage box on the port side, and there's an additional net before we climb on the front deck right here. That's a standard feature. Great place to store anything you don't want sliding throughout the boat or flying out when you're underway. As we continue to move to the bow of the boat, I also want to point out the accessory track. It's a T-rail system, and this runs the full length of the boat on both sides, port and starboard. And there are tons of accessories that you can mount on this rail, from just rod holders, cutting boards, convenience centers. I'll post a few things that you can mount up there. That is a great system. And another part of that system that a lot of people don't think about is this little track underneath it, right here. See where my thumb is? And if you're going to be wiring things, that's a great place to hide wire. You can hide wire throughout. They make a little insert that'll cover it up. There's an example of it on the boat that I'm on. You can see here where you can hide the wire behind this. So you makes installations a lot easier. Taking a look at the bow of the boat, there is a enormous bow casting platform. This is, I would think, every bit of 6 foot long, with a second pedestal seat base here. So if you're going to be doing some casting, sit there and be comfortable. Very wide platform, so it's going to be stable, plenty of room to move about. As far as additional storage, this is your live well. It can be used as a cooler or dry storage, but your live well is going to be plumbed here. You'll see the fill here. Great place for bait. And then on the front here, there's a second storage box, also lockable. And I like the fact, again, that this is carpeted, so it's going to protect anything you put in there. You can see that it's lipped, so any water that hits there is going to drain out right here. And there, I can get under here and show you. You can see there it's plumbed. So just a big open area in here to put life jackets, gear, tackle. If you're camping or something, plenty of room to put things in there as well. So nice storage area here. And again, I'll step back with this closed and show you one more time just how much room you have on the casting platform of this 16-foot boat. If you're planning on mounting a trolling motor, you'll see that you've got the diamond finish on all the pads on the front and back. Great place to mount your trolling motor. And the boat is pre-wired for a trolling motor. This pulls out, and there's 8 gauge wiring standard there, so makes installing a trolling motor a lot easier if that's something you plan on doing. Stepping out of the boat, the very first thing you'll notice is this boat is packaged with a 50 horsepower Yamaha 4-stroke. Standard horsepower on this package is 25 horsepower. However, we do typically go with max horsepower, which is a 50, and you can choose to get this in a Brown engine as well, which is how we stock a lot of them. The 50 horsepower is perfect power on this boat, extremely efficient, it's reliable, easy to maintain. No matter what you throw out, there's plenty of power for the boat. So if you're using it at lakes, rivers, intercoastal waterway, shooting to those shallow areas where nobody else is going to get, the 50 horsepower does a great job with it. You'll also notice while we're at the stern of the boat, There is a standard swim step built into the boat. So if you're going to have some island adventures or get out and swim, want to get back in, that is a standard feature. And if I step back far enough, you'll be able to see the hydrodynamic hull, which is what is standard on this this particular boat. That's going to give you a very stable platform, shallow draft, extremely durable. So I'll post a photo of what that looks like here as well. Before closing out, I do want to point out that this boat is standard with a backtrack aluminum trailer. So if you're going to be doing some saltwater adventures, you don't have to worry about rust from a painted trailer. It is all welded, custom made for the boat. Again, made in the same building. So it's going to load and unload extremely easy, and it's just set up perfect for the boat. So comes standard with this package with that aluminum backtrack trailer. One last look at the 2026 Xpress HD16DB. If you're a fisherman, this boat's going to give you all the room and stability you need. Wide casting platforms on the bow and stern, live well, lockable rod box, everything you need to spend some time on the water. If you're a hunter, this open layout makes it easy to load decoys, nets, dogs, blinds, for all those hunting adventures. So it's truly a do-it-all boat. If you're in the market for something like this, please give me a call. Matt Wicker at Chatlee Marine, 910-930-1803. I'd love to speak with you, answer any questions you may have, and try to save you some money in the process. And of course, if you're enjoying these walkthroughs, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for other boating videos, walkthroughs, and maybe help pick out your next boat. Thanks for watching. Have a great